This is the Biafra war again, secretly. But all the killings that have been going on in the metropolitan areas of Igbo land, they stick it to IPOB. They stick it to Masab. They stick it to ESN. They stick it to all the Nnamdi Kanu groups, and they feel that we don't know what's going on. People know what's going on. They're not going to talk. The media is the wrong person to even go meet. The Nigerian media is the worst in the world. I don't know if I'm the first to say it. Maybe other people have said it. Not because they're just owned by the politicians and businessmen. And the journalists in there are puppets to these people. They're puppets. They can't do anything unless they do what they are told. They know the truth in what I am talking about, and they're not going to tell the ordinary Nigerians. The DSS. You are supposed to be the Homeland Security for Nigeria, checking the homeland. People are being killed left, right, and center in Nigeria, north, south, east, west. The defense headquarters, always shouting on Twitter, always shouting on X, no action. We cannot have a defense headquarters and a military not doing enough for Nigerians. Nigerians are getting killed every day, and this has to stop. The international community gives you money to fight all this insecurity, but what do? You share it amongst yourself. We've seen that with Jonathan's administration and others. Nigerian governors are sponsoring terrorism. They're financing terrorism. And all you could do is go arrest one Simon Èkpà in, Finland? Somebody that's just doing his internet propaganda. That's all you can do. That's the best you can do. At least he's given some awareness to what's going on. Everybody has their own groups. My message today is about what happened yesterday. All right? What happened yesterday in Enugu? In some of the communities, there was violence. Fulani militia showed up. I don't like calling them herdsmen because they're not herdsmen. Herdsmen are people that actually guard their cows and feed and graze, without any violence. Farmers and herders are supposed to be working hand in hand. These are Fulani militias, strategically placed in Igbo land to buy the people. They did it with Ebonyi. Now, you see that governor over there in Ebonyi state, that new governor, the young guy, he's doing so much work in that state. He has revamped that state so much. Okay, I even heard he built a new radio station, as in the government radio station. He revamped it and everything so that the media can be in the forefront of what's going on in Ebonyi state. I know the former governor was very old and things. People lost their lives in that state. At least that's one governor doing well. What about Enugu? What about Imo? What about all these places? Imo State, I've told you guys, it's full on herdsmen running your state and buying you one by one. Who is next? They stick to the metropolitan area. Make it look like it's IPOB and ESN. Okay? And the army gives all this false information online. Yes, the army. When General Lagbacha died, I was the one that reported that he was secretly flown abroad and died, and they brought him home. The government announced, he died yesterday in Lagos. Just lies. When Abba Kyari, the chief of staff, died during the Buhari administration, I was the one that told you this guy's been dead for COVID for 2 weeks. They did not announce till 2 weeks later. They delay everything. But here I am, I'm telling you everything, and some of you are still saying that, I heard that you were a mad woman. I heard that you were mentally unstable. You heard, until you heard about your own.
All right, lovers of freedom, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is the Inter TV News. This is where you get your legit information, raw data regarding what is happening in Finland. The Nigerian authorities and the Nigerian state have failed to provide the necessary documents. They have failed to provide the evidence they are claiming. They tagged Simon Èkpà, a terrorist, that he has been instigating violence in Southeast, that he has been causing a lot of terrorism in Southeast. Now, where is the evidence of all these accusations? The chief of staff will come on Channels TV and be making unnecessary noise, talking about how Simon Èkpà will be brought to book in Nigeria, how they will extricate Simon Èkpà from Finland to Nigeria, how they will deal with Simon Èkpà in Nigerian prison, how he will be tried in Nigeria. Foul. The date for Simon Èkpà release have been scheduled. Simon Èkpà will soon be released from the police custody in Finland. That is the local police custody in Finland. This is a very, very local case. A very, very local case. The fact that you have not seen Simon Èkpà on social media, or you have not seen him tweeting, is because of the advice, the legal advice from his lawyers and from the lawyers that have been helping us in our agitation and our movement. You can't be accused of such crime and you still be coming online or coming on social media talking about it. It's very, very bad. So he needs to stay low for now. That doesn't mean he don't know what is happening. So who is funding the Biafra Liberation Army? Who is funding our NGOs on ground? Who is giving them instructions? What the Nigerian government don't know that is that we have all these things programmed. Simon Ekpa have all these things programmed. He knows what is coming. And he was prepared. He was very, very, very much prepared for the Nigerian state and for the Nigerian government. He was very, very much prepared. They are so happy that Simon Ekpa have not been on X for the past how many weeks now. The Nigerian military, they are so happy. Because all Simon Ekpa have been doing on social media is to expose these criminals. All he has been doing is to make sure that these criminals don't continue invading our lands and destroying our homes and burning down markets. That is what he has been doing. He keep posting where these particular terrorists are dealing with innocent Biafrans and how the Biafra Liberation Army have been defending our land from these particular terrorists. So that is what he has been doing. So the Nigerian government has nothing at hand. They have nothing. They have no evidence. The only evidence they have is the post Simon Ekpa do make on social media, and that is not an evidence in such crime. That is this crime Nigerian government are talking about is a terrorism crime. It's not a small crime. They are accusing Simon Ekpa of terrorism activities in Southeast when they are the ones terrorizing Southeast. When they are the ones causing the own insecurities in Southeast. People travel to their villages this time around. Did you hear of anything that happened to innocent Biafrans? Did you hear of anywhere in Biafraland where the Biafra Liberation Army stormed and killed innocent Biafrans? So everything that is happening in Biafraland is propaganda. It's being done by these particular politicians. Everything happening in Biafraland is being done by these political politicians. If you don't know, Igbo land is the safest place in Nigeria. Do you want to go to the North Central, or do you want to go to the Northwest, or do you want to go to Osun State, or do you want to go to Benue State? Do you know how many farmers that are being killed in Benue State in a year or in a month? So many local governments in Sokoto have been taken over by these Fulani Janjaweeds. Look at what is happening in Jos. Do you know how many Christians that have died in Jos? Do you know that in Jos, Christians, they kill Christians like fowl in Jos? So the Igbo land is the safest place in Nigeria. The only people causing these insecurities in Igbo land are these so-called politicians. They are the ones causing these insecurities in Southeast. They are the ones causing all these propaganda insecurities in Southeast. Now, Tinubu visited Enugu State last Thursday, and this particular man, Peter Mba, was making mouth how he has stopped the Biafra Liberation Army, how he has helped the Nigerian military to secure Enugu State, to secure this one, how he has stopped the Monday sit at home. But you cannot directly ask this so-called president why he's being held Martin Decalo in DSS custody. Why can't you ask him this question? Why can't you release this man so that this particular freedom will come back to Southeast? But all you can talk about is how you have dealt with the Biafra Liberation Army, how you have restored peace, so that Tinubu is looking at you as like a fool because you are betraying your people. The right questions you are supposed to ask this particular man, the right questions you are supposed to ask him, you are not asking him these right questions. You should have asked him why they are still keeping Martin Nadekal after 4 years in DSS custody. When every court in Nigeria have said he cannot be tried in Nigeria. So why is they keeping him in custody? So that is it. So that is all about the Nigerian state. So they have failed. They keep bringing evidence. The Finland authorities keep rejecting those evidences. So if you are just joining us now, you can check back our previous videos. Then you can understand what we're talking about. You can understand the authenticity of what we're talking about. You can understand what we're fighting for. How many evidence have they submitted now? But the Finland authorities keep rejecting those evidence with their propaganda media. They have been talking shit. Firstly, they said Simon Ekpa have been taken to the toughest prison in Finland, where he will be detained. They never said anything about trial. Secondly, they are talking about he will be extradited to Nigeria for trial. So where are we going to face? When all the whole evidence you guys have provided have been dismissed by the Finland authorities because you have no evidence against their own citizen. Simon Ekpa is a citizen in Finland. The president came to Igbo land. The zoo president came to Igbo land. You, Peter Ba, cannot say to his face that why can't you release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu or agitate for the people? Talk about the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and talk about how the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will bring peace. We bring peace in Igbo land. But all you can talk about is, see this one, we have done this one, we have fought the Biafraland Liberation Army, and you think you can defeat the People's Army. You should have invited Tinubu on a Monday. You should have invited him on a Monday. Why did you invite him on a Thursday? If you know you have stopped sit at home in Enugu, why did you invite him on a Thursday? You should have invited him on a Monday. Invite him on a Monday so that you can know who is the people's gods, who has the people, whether you yourself can defeat the People's Army or you yourself can defeat what the people want. Only why can't you say it to his face that, see, you have to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for this peace to restore in Southeast? You never said that to him, but you brought him in Igbo land so that you can have your connection with Fulani Janjaweeds, so that you can have your so that they can mark good for you, or so that they can praise you. They can praise you so that you can be happy. You can be happy that, yes, you're a working governor. You're a working governor. You brought the president to Southeast. You're a working governor. But you brought him on Thursday, and there was heavy sit at home on Monday. There was heavy sit at home on Monday. This is what Simon Ekpa had been fighting about. Had it been Simon Ekpa was on X, on X, do you know what he would have said to you? He would have disgraced you as a governor, because he disgraced to the people. For you to sabotage and using propaganda against your own people, you're a disgrace to the people of Enugu State. Now, let's throw more light to this broadcast so that you can understand the authenticity and dignity of what we are fighting about. Now, listen.
United States of Biafra. Can you help me with one flag? Help me with one flag. Like, give me one flag. Can you wave it in solidarity for Biafra and for Simon? Thank you.
I hope this would go to Simon as well, because I'm sure that he remembers my biggest as he helped me earlier on this autumn, and I hope that you could see him also on Sunday. I'm so sad that you didn't see him during your conference.
Yeah.
But I hope it would be best for both of you and Simon that the situation is like that now, because if he would have here and leading of your group now, then the police could say that now there's something bad happening.
Okay, so you think it is better he's not here, and we're having a more perfect thing?
It's my opinion that the police is also protecting him.
Protecting him. Wow! Somebody say hallelujah! Wow! And I believe that also, that they are protecting him for us. Yeah.
So, because those charges what he has right now in Finland, they are very heavy charges.
Yes.
Right here. If he had been standing here in front of you right now,
yeah.
Police could say that now he's really leading this group. He's
yeah. They are protecting him. Yeah. They are protecting him.
Now they put him aside.
Yes.
So I think after this conference, after a few weeks, perhaps he
will be out. Yeah. Thank you. Thank you very much. It was nice having you. Yes. Thank you very much. Thank you. God bless you. Let's have the flag. Thank you very much. All right. Bye. Bye. Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you, Daniel. Do you have one or two things to add to this?
I'm happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good translate.
Yeah.
But we are coming back to Finland.
Yeah.
Truly, I believe also that Finland is
protecting him for us.
That's a hope for us.
Yes. Yeah. Come on. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, Biafrans are lining up. Biafrans are still going. The whole place is white. The whole place is snow white. And this whole place was jam-packed, was fully packed. Normal TV is here, right here in the middle of the snow. Biafrans are happy. You know, things are changing in the positive for Biafra. This is my own Frankie. Bless you, bless you. You know, we have confidence. Confidence!
Confidence!
Thank you. Yeah. I will leave a word for my Prime Minister. My Prime Minister Simon Èkpà, thank you very much for all you have done for us, and thank you. We cannot wait to have you back and to lead this country. This country that you promised us that it will be like Finland.
Yes.
You promised us you will take us from Biafra to be in Finland. Finland in Biafra. Finland in Biafra. Yes.
That's why he promised. I must come to fulfill.
Yes.
Amen.
Thank you very much. Thank you. All right. Thank you so much. She's somewhere with Otumwamwanya. Yeah, these are Biafrans.
Stakeholders of the United States of Biafra, the Biafra Securities, Biafra Defense Forces, Biafra Liberation Army, Biafra Resistance Fighters, Biafra Navy and Biafra Air Force. Special thanks to the Biafra Special Squads, the Biafra military trainers. I greet and I thank you all. Thank you, Biafrans, for calling in today at this time. The redeclaration of Biafra was done on November 29th, 2024 in Lahti, Finland, under the name of the United States of Biafra, by His Excellency, the Prime Minister, Èkpà Simon Njoko, represented by my humble self, Dr. Ngozi. The grievances for Biafra people was read during that occasion by Honorable Bryson Okeoma. That was what he did, to read the grievances. The declaration was done by our Prime Minister, represented by myself, Dr. Ngozi. So Biafra do not be deceived. Bryson Okeoma did not declare the independent state of Biafra. The ratification, confirmation, affirmation, and witness to the United States of Biafra's declaration was done by Attorney Jane Iwunze. This is our story. Over 1,500 Biafrans gathered in Finland between November the 29th and December the 3rd, 2024, to participate in the declaration of our independence, even without our Prime Minister being present, even without our leader, Nnamdi Kanu, being present. Biafrans came together and we declared our independence because we have the right to do that. This singular act proves that the independence and restoration of Biafra is not dependent on any single individual. It also shows that no one can stop the freedom of the over 70 million Biafrans who have sought for their freedom from a country, Nigeria, that rehabilitates and reintegrates non-terrorists into its military, police, security agents, and leadership. Biafrans conducted a verified self-referendum where over 50 million Biafrans voted to exit Nigeria and be a free nation. This was done both by electronic voting and physical voting in homeland. This referendum voting has been verified by the ORB report and the Committee of Emerging Nations that have ratified and approved the referendum conducted by Biafrans, and other international reports too. His Excellency Prime Minister Simon Èkpà approved the process and the declaration of the United States of Biafra. This is our story. We have been officially recognized by different countries in the world, such as the Eritrean government in exile, the Amazonia government, and several congressmen and women, both in the United States, in Europe, in South Korea, and other parts of the world. We are
Saya
ọmọ lẹ́wọ̀ ní ìwé lóòótọ́. Bàbá, how is that enter? Papa na no duma. You don't have to know Baba, shop log. Don't believe it. That means you now steal it. I will now bring it back. So that we can now do the stealing. Then you will now do the robbing. Don't do it like that. But inside the reason like cockroach. You know what will happen? Based on cinema